Come on in, we're gonna play some games. They might be good, they might be lame. Never know without the Daisy Brigade.
Welcome back to the Daisy Brigade.
Heyo.
Heyo. Welcome to Quarantine Land, my favorite part of the Disney theme park with the sick bay.
Quarantine Land.
Yeah, Quarantine Land. With the subsection Quarantine Land, which is just a corn maze.
Yeah, you just wear a hazmat suit through a corn maze.
But also, only 10 people are allowed to get lost at a time.
Yeah, it's
it's under strict orders from the governor.
It's a nice service they're putting on.
Yeah, I mean, somebody has to do it in these trying times.
Absolutely.
Hunter, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am living the dream, as I always do.
Every day.
Are you a living the dream guy? Do you ever say that? I'm definitely that guy at my workplace.
No, I mean, I guess I used to say it. I don't think I do too much anymore.
I think it's funny, not as funny as other people, I think.
What's that? That you're living the dream?
Yeah, because there's people who, they just don't hear that very often, I guess, or they don't think about it.
Yeah.
And you say, living the dream, and they just, never let you live it down.
Yeah.
That's all they will ever say to you. We have a guy at my work who's a what do you know guy, which I was unfamiliar with.
What do you mean, they ask you what you know?
Yeah, that's just, instead of saying, how are you doing, you go, what do you know?
Yeah, it's kind of a small town thing, that's how...
And I'm just obviously the same things I did yesterday, and I usually respond something like, depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it's yeah, man, I don't...
what is that? How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm not a huge fan of what do you know.
What do you know? That's a weird one I've not heard. Small town thing?
Small town thing, yeah. That's the only time I've ever heard it was small town.
That's a super weird one for me.
It is kind of a weird one.
But other than that, I'm good.
Rough time with this one, Jim.
I think you're doing okay. 30 people are gone.
Just gotta find the right way.
You gotta find the T spot. Tess, you gotta find a T spot, Tess.
I don't
for tuberculosis.
I'm finding a T spot.
Yeah, well, then you're doing it wrong, baby.
Oh my god.
And if your toner lasts more than 4 hours, call more ladies.
What's that from?
Walk Hard. Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox, I am.
It's one of the funniest movies of all time.
Of all time, it is.
Outrageously funny. Have you never watched it?
No, I've never.
I feel like I've been badgering you to watch this for a decade now.
I think you have as well.
You finally rewatched Kung Pao.
Oh fuck! I just goofed.
You're doing fine. You got a little hole. That's what she said. And
is that what she said?
Well, I mean, hopefully. I don't know. I mean, I don't care what your holes look like. Do your thing.
What is happening right now?
I don't know, Hunter. You keep leaving spaces. This is very unlike you. This looks like a gym board. And soon we will see what that looks like.
Will we?
Maybe, unless this takes forever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess... Oh, no.
I mean, I was planning on playing, too. Hunter's in control, if you hadn't figured out by now.
Yeah. I am, currently.
Well, nobody's bullying you. Oh, never mind. Somebody's bullying you now.
I'm kind of bullied.
Okay. Melania Trump, help us.
Help us, please.
Help me. As always, to my FLOTUS.
My FLOTUS.
Woo!
My FLOTUS.
Have you ever listened to that record, Get the Knack?
No, we have. You have brought that up multiple times.
It's so good.
Literally every time that song comes out, you bring that up, and I've never listened to the full.
Oh my god, you gotta at least listen to the song Terra. Yeah. It's so good.
No, I've never listened to the full thing.
I'll let you borrow the record. Do you have a record player?
I do not. No.
Then you should just get Spotify and listen to Get the Knack.
I have
Get the Knack.
I do have Spotify. I will go ahead and I'll do that.
It's like 45 minutes. It's pretty good. Do you like
music? Yeah, dude.
Yes. Like an 80s attempt at a 70s record.
Yes.
You might like Get the Knack. They didn't make any more good records, but It's an excellent first one.
Yes, no, you've said that it's not.
I know, I keep
they're
telling
not really
you that.
anything else to listen to, but that one.
They're like you like The Darkness, a really good record, and then everything
that
else
was-
it just didn't work.
That was it. Yep.
They burnt it all in one take, and you know,
Hey man, sometimes
you gotta respect it.
Sometimes you just gotta do it. You know.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with being a one-hit wonder. If
No.
you've not been following the band Trapped, which you might know from Headstrong,
Yeah, I do know.
I'll
Trap.
take you on. Apparently the Trap guy is like a Twitter troll. He's like a MAGA guy,
Oh no.
and
is
he
really?
just gets really mad at people and threatens to sue them for making fun of him. And I guess there was a burner account, or maybe it's just like a joke account, who changed their name to Trapped Official, but with 2 A's.
Yeah.
And the Trap guy did like serve them papers,
Oh no.
and then they kept making fun of him.
Oh, that's funny. That's a thing to do.
And good for Trapped. They like to brag. Apparently, he likes to brag about his numbers on Pandora. And I would like to remind you, it is 2020,
Yeah, what a weird
not
fucking thing to brag
2010.
about.
It's your
Oh, no,
Pandora.
I'm dead.
I mean, mine are trash, but
That was.
oh,
Flight
we
of,
got a
that was
Flight
a
of the
mini
Bumblebees.
flight of the bumblebees,
Hunter.
dude. Just surviving.
That was excellent.
just surviving there.
And so you beat Miss Tony Shalhoub, or was he Columbo? I think he was Columbo.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really just trying to survive.
You
on
beat
that
Big
one.
Hugh, Jiggy Turbo. You beat my dad, Regis Philborn. You beat Kratom 90210. You beat Caface. You beat Thracer. You beat Landon Donovan, Time Rift. Sweet New,
Nuke Weld,
Dudatron.
Mike.
You
Mike.
beat you beat Nicotine Clay,
Harpoons.
Jubles,
Nick smacked you.
and Rafi, and Beansy.
All right.
Which is how I feel all the time. Is Beans.
Rafi and Beansy. Oh man, I felt a little Rafi this morning. That's for sure.
Did ya?
I don't know.
What were you getting up to?
Just had to get the beansies out of me. you
Oh
know?
man, God, beans sound good.
Beans do sound kind of
Like
good.
some refried beans.
Yeah, I think we might have refried beans tonight.
like a little taco.
I'm gonna grill burgers, and I think we're gonna have refried beans with it as well.
Ooh, I bet you.
Or not refried beans, baked
I bet
beans.
you could do a weird
Baked
southwestern burger with like refried beans.
Ooh, with a nice chopped fresh jalapeno on top of it.
Mhm, with
Some tortilla crunchies on it.
Yeah, and then maybe like some.
Like a chipotle sauce.
Yeah, and I would. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
it does sound kind of good.
And that's called the classic Southwest Gym.
And put some corn on it.
I'm not a huge corn fan, but you know I like Twisted Transistor.
That's the album I have.
Thank you, little sister. My life, I am a dumb God. I want your wife. Yeah, Korn. They've got a new song out, and it sounds exactly like every Korn
It sounds
song.
like corn, yeah, man.
And if you like that sound, you're gonna fucking love that record.
You will. You'll certainly love more corn if you like
Yeah.
corn.
Yeah, I keep waiting for them to come back on South Park. You know,
Not really my cup of tea, but
my brother was really into them, but also it was the mid-thousands.
yeah, we're kind of right after the '90s, late '90s, where
It was
really
they were
big.
not like they were like already an arena band by then.
Yeah.
So I don't know how cool liking them was.
What do you got going on here, dude?
I'm just trying to get these two things filled. Like desperately.
Yeah, we saw.
I'm just trying to
we've
whittle
now
down
seen
that right
we've
side.
seen a gym board for sure.
Frig. Oh, thank God.
Switch your blue one, your stored blue one. There you go.
There we go. Frig me. Now.
Oh.
I goofed.
no, Jim.
It's okay.
Oh, it's certainly still doable.
That's what I tell myself in the morning every day.
It's still doable. We can
Still doable.
we can still do this.
It's my little, yeah, that's my self-care routine. Do you have a self-care routine?
No.
Do you do a thing for that?
No. I used to meditate for the longest time.
Did you? I was always interested in that, but then I was like, you're just some dumb hippie poser.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got with that too, or where the point where I got to with it.
I
as
just
well.
felt like
It was calming. I would say that I enjoyed doing it.
I don't know. I feel like I would just probably rather take a nap.
You get to the point where you get kind of sleepy, and it's almost where like you would like to take a nap. At least in my personal experience.
I would very much like to take a nap.
Where I would rather just take a nap.
And I feel, I don't know, because a lot of people it works for, I've heard good things about it.
Oh,
but
no, certainly. And I think if you go into that with the right mental state.
I don't know that I can let myself go. I don't know that I have that kind of brain that I could just sit there and like stare off into space intentionally.
Yeah.
I feel like
What's your purple one?
maybe
Oh no.
maybe I could do that if I was like really not led into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's a thing to try if you never really tried.
I've always been interested in things like that. I did like hot yoga for a while. That was weird.
Yeah.
And hot.
I've always been very interested in acupuncture. I think that would be kind of.
I don't like the idea of that at all. That stuff freaks me out. I don't like chiropractors either.
I also think a chiropractor would be a great thing to do.
I think they're quacks. That's just one of those things.
Yeah, but like I could use a good back pop, regardless of if it's like bullshit
Hunter,
or not.
I will pop your back, and I will not charge you hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, but like I could use a good back pop.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it for you.
Could you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Right after this, I
We'll
will
film
do it
it.
for you.
Yeah, we'll film
Please don't like let somebody like break your back so you have to go see them for the rest of your life. That's how I feel about it. A lot of people like them, but it just seems like one of those things where once you start, nobody ever stops once they start.
Yeah, which like I'm just
Which scares me.
I think
I don't
just
have
game
any
for, like,
interest in that.
getting a nice popping though, you know. I think sometimes that's like a good thing to do for your joints.
I mean, you gotta,
Wow, Jim, you really brought this one back.
I know.
Not to call attention to how well you're doing, but you're doing pretty well, dude.
That was like real dangerous. Well, nobody's been like attacking me for a while.
I think you've just been fighting it off really well.
I don't know. Well, thank you, Hunter.
I
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Finally, I've been recognized.
Notice me, yeah.
Oh, frig! Senpai!
Notice me.
Notice me, Senpai!
I'm so glad that I introduced you to that.
Me too! I'm so not as glad that I'm like a decade behind. with
Yeah, you
that.
are way behind with it, but
I was like, wow, I was a young person when that came out. I
they're
didn't
great
know about it.
videos, yeah.
I found it quite cute. Much like one of the bones in my body. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay attention.
No,
It's gotten
no. It's
very
gotten
quick,
much quicker.
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fast. And so, much like me, oh geez, much like me, it's a rambler, it's a gambler, it's a
Midnight Shambler.
It's a midnight a drink. And
Wow, all sorts of blues. You're never gonna see these.
I know, I'm so pissed off
For
that
the
that
rest of
just
time.
happened to me.
For the rest of time, you'll never see that many long blues.
And I will never see that again. I'm just trying to. Oh my god! Oh, too fast! Too fast! Too fast! Too fast!
No,
Okay,
it's not
no.
even going any faster. It's a normal.
It's going.
It's the same speed it was going, Jim.
It's 100% not.
You're
Hunter.
just freaking out now, man.
I'm not, Hunter. It's going. It's going like a zillion times fast.
Now it got quicker.
It's like so fast. Oh my
And
god.
now it got quicker.
This is too.
Just survive.
Whoa.
Just survive.
Frig! That might be the
Dude,
best
like
I've done
17.
since like the first time I ever played.
Yeah, where you got 8?
Yeah, and it was not like that.
No. No, that was good.
So I beat Brittany Griner. I beat Danny California, Doodle Bob,
Doodleba! Nino Hoi Minoi!
Skiller Edie. I beat Daddy, which is me, which is obviously weird. I beat Russian Farm, Gal Hairdo, Balatzar, one of my favorite characters from
Kelly
from Battlestar Galactica, Uncle Nard.
Uncle Nardwar?
I beat Aaron. I beat Guatemalan 100, Willy Wombat, Kelita, Nino Don. I beat my Daddy-O, which is also weird because it's me. I beat Lukten.
Dilly.
I beat Valdo and Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
And
she's a detective.
She is a detective. And if you're detecting, please follow us.
Yeah. Give us a subscribe.
Look up us on social media.
Yeah, never did give a shout. We're up to like 51 subscribers now,
Hell
which
yeah.
we never really like mentioned.
And
but like that was my goal for the end of last year, and I'm super stoked that we hit it now. I'm just super stoked that we hit it.
We do it all for the fans. We do it all for Asha and Dilly and Rena.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.